Hi, my name is Kyla and I like to yap about books. This is my first long form video on this new channel, but I have been on Book Talk and Bookstagram for over 2 years now, and I really wanted to start doing long form reading vlogs and stuff, so welcome to my channel. You should subscribe so we can be book besties and yap about books. But I figured what better first long form video than to do a bookshelf tour so you guys can get to know me and my reading taste. Okay, so these are my bookshelves. I have 4 Target bookshelves and I own over 300 books. I actually haven't counted in a while, so I hope that number's right. Here is an overview of the bookshelves. Starting out with this bookshelf, I have some random dark romance going into like more smutty books, contemporary romance, and then thriller at the bottom. Ignore the dust, I'm going to be cleaning these bookshelves this week, but first over here I have Harley LaRue with the Souls Trilogy and the Losers Duet. I have My Dark Romeo, and then I have the Pre-Series by Sierra Simone, and then I have some Sarah Kate and Lights Out and Caught Up. Moving down to this shelf, this is just like random dark romance I had no idea where else to put. So I have Keiko, Victoria Wilder, K.M. Moranova, Jessie Hall, Tate James, K.A. Knight, K.T. Madden. These are actually signed with art prints. Okay, like I was saying, these are actually signed with art prints from when I went to Spellbound last year. Then I have S.J. Ryder. These are also signed from Spellbound last year. And then I have A.M. McCoy, B.B. Reed, and A. Jade. Look how pretty this hardcover is. Yeah, I'm obsessed. Down here we have all of my contemporary romance, and this is my Jennifer Hartman and Magnolia Parks. So I have Say You Swear, The Nanny, Love Letter to Whiskey, all of my Elsie Silver books, Magnolia Parks, and then all of my Jennifer Hartman. My favorite book by her is actually June 1st. If you have not read it, read it. And then the bottom 2 shelves are all of my thrillers. I have a lot of Frida McFadden, Natasha Preston, Riley Sager, Megan Lally, Karen Slaughter, Jason Rekulak, all of those. And then down there I have just some more random ones that are all hardcovers. Over to this shelf, this is all random dark romance, and then my Zodiac Academy at the bottom. This top shelf is literally all J. Rose. I love her so much, and I haven't found anything else to go on that shelf with her. Down here is all of my H.D. Carlton, the Lord series, Pam Godwin, and Nyla K. Down here I have some C.E. Ritchie. Most of the books on the shelf are actually signed, so my entire Monty J series and all of my Ivy King books are all signed from Spellbound. And then I also have the Dark Verse series by Rue Nix. And like I said, down here is my Zodiac Academy. I'm actually currently working my way through that. I'm on book 7 right now and I love it. We're gonna move on to probably my favorite shelf in the library. I love this shelf so much. Up here is my Lee Rivers Shrine. Can you tell Edge of Darkness is my favorite series? I have the Mystic edition of Edge of Darkness. That is my baby. And then I have all of these covers, which are all signed from Spellbound. I also have the original out of print covers with these covers. These were expensive. And then just up here I have my favorite art print of Kate and Stacy. I'm not sure how much of that I can show. And then over here I have Little Stranger and Satanic Shadows, which are both also signed. And this envelope is all more art prints and stuff. Down to the shelf, this is a mixture of favorites and my most recent book haul. So I have the Mindfuck series in the out of print cover. This is a god tier series for me. If you have not read this, please read it. Then I have Make Me by Alina May. I'm actually currently reading this. I'm about 100 pages in. It is so good so far. And then I have The Mercenary and the Mortician. I just read this. This was 5 stars. It was so freaking good, and I had to grab that in this cover because they didn't have the male model cover anymore. And then I also have Neurovance by Alexandria St. Pierre. I love this cover so much, and I cannot wait to read this. And then I have Red Rabbit, which I still have not read. A lot of people say that it's the darkest book that they've ever read, and I still need to get the second book, which is Darling Wildfire, I think. But I cannot wait to read those. Right here I have the entire Falling Stars trilogy by Adeline Humphreys. Everybody says that this is the next Edge of Darkness trilogy and made them feel all of the same feelings as the Edge of Darkness trilogy, so I am so excited to read those. And then these two shelves are basically all of my Boys of Tom and Shine. I'm saving space down there for my Fairy Loot editions that are coming in next month. But these are the new published covers with the sprayed edges, and then those are my indie covers from before the series was republished. I annotated the crap out of these books. And then I also have the Eternal Ember / Larry Reed's editions of Saving Six and Redeeming Six, because Redeeming Six is my favorite book in the entire series. I love them so much. Then I also have the very original cover of Binding 13. I'm obsessed. I cannot wait to get the other three. Okay guys, we're almost done. This last shelf is all fantasies. Up here is basically just my pretty sprayed edge shelf. I have the, what is this series called? On Wings of Blood series by Briar Bolin. And then this is the Waterstones edition of Alchemized, which I am terrified to read. And then I also have the One Dark Window, Two Twisted Crowns duology. I also have Direbound and Furybound, which I loved both of them. And then this is Starside by Alex Astor. I literally just bought it for these sprayed edges, but I can't wait to read it. And then I also have the original cover of Quicksilver, and this is Brimstone, the Target edition. And then I also have Fairy-Dale, Kiss of the Basilisk, and Daggermouth. I also have the out-of-print cover of Daggermouth. I'm currently reading this, and I'm loving every minute of it. And then moving down, we have my entire Empyrean series, Shrine. This is the holiday edition of Fourth Wing, the paperback of Fourth Wing, regular edition of Iron Flame, paperback of Iron Flame, and then all of the new sprayed edges. And then these are the German editions of Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm. Then back there, I also have a 3D printed dragon and a dagger. Moving down here, I have my little library sign from Etsy. That is not correct, by the way. And then I have the entire From Blood and Ash series. Actually, I think I'm missing books. I have no idea. And then I have the first two books in the Bonds That Tie series. I also have The Lies of Lena. And then Feather So Vicious and Shadow So Cruel by Liv Zander, Reign of Shadows and Endings, and the two books in the Book of Azrael series. I'm so excited to read these. Down here I just have some other random fantasy. I have Heavenly Bodies, Silver Elite, The Wolf King, and then the entire, what is this series called? Infatuated Fae series. Yeah, I haven't read any of these. This bin I have just a bunch of random bookmarks and tabs and stuff. So yeah, that is my entire at-home library, which is actually in my dining room. Okay, and that was my entire bookshelf tour. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to be a bestie. Also, let me know in the comments what books on these shelves that I desperately need to read, because I really need to get through my physical TBR. It's a lot. Also, let me know what kind of booktube videos you like to watch. Okay, love you, bye.